Get ready for a glimpse into the heart of a singer-songwriter, where the journey matters as much as the music. Let's uncover the heart behind the art. Hey everyone, my name is Rob Aguiar and welcome to another glimpse into the heart of a singer-songwriter interview. Today I'm in conversation with Mississauga's own Kendra Gabrielle. She brings a refreshing, unapologetic voice to country music. Her debut EP, Can't Help Myself, was released in the fall of 2023 and is now encroaching 150,000 global streams. She loves performing live and has a knack for bringing in the audience and making them feel like her best friend. Kendra, thank you so much for adding your voice to this series. I'm looking forward to learning more about your journey, your inspirations, and your songwriting processes.
Thank you so much for having me on this series, Rob. I'm so excited to share about this songwriting journey that I've been on for the past couple of years, and also to be a part of this incredible series that you're doing with a bunch of different artists. So I'm excited to get into it.
All right, let's jump right in. Kendra, country music is the perfect avenue for a storyteller. Where do you typically draw inspiration for the narratives in your songs?
So in terms of my inspiration for my songs, I think I like to write based on what I know. So a lot of my songs that I put out, it's something that I have gone through or my friends have gone through, or I see people around me that what they're going through and we talk about. I don't like to write about things that I haven't experienced yet. So a lot of it is, about being in your early 20s and experiencing love, heartbreak, loss, friendship, finding yourself as a female. I think that's where I get a lot of my inspiration. But where I am right now, in terms of, sometimes your life can be a little boring or redundant and you're like, I don't really have anything to write about. So I have started reading a lot recently, or trying to think about if I'm watching a TV show that I really like, maybe trying to practice writing songs from this character's perspective or this character's perspective, and just kind of little exercises to get better. And sometimes you never know, those songs can also be just as great as if you lived it in your own life.
As a lover of lyrics, I'm drawn to the vulnerabilities found within them. Lyrics in country music can often feel deeply personal. How do you balance vulnerability and creativity when crafting a song that you hope resonates with a wider audience?
I completely agree. I think country music has lyrics that are deeply personal, and that's why people like the genre, because it's really the most common saying by any country artist, any country writer is, country music is 3 chords or 4 chords and the truth. And that really is what it is. In terms of when I'm writing a song and making sure it connects with a wider audience, I think we all, sometimes when we're in a situation, we feel oh, this is only happening to me, only I am feeling this. But one thing that I've realized a lot by being on TikTok or writing songs and releasing songs is that in a way we all have the same experience, but it depends on when it happens, right? Everyone goes through a heartbreak, everyone finds a big love at some point in their life, whether it is romantic, whether it's friendship, whether it's any other form of love, right? You feel that intense emotion. So I think when you write from a personal story and you keep it slightly vague, it does resonate with a wider audience, because we all go through the same thing. It doesn't have to mean that just because I'm going through it in 2025 that someone else will not go through it in 2040. That's the cool thing about music, is that you can relate to music and stories from whether I'm relating to it as someone in 2025 and it was written in 1970s or something, right? That's what I think is so cool about it. And I think when you are most honest and not trying to be very cookie cutter or trying to form into something that you're not, is when the audience will resonate anyways, because you're just being honest and people really crave that, and that's what they really want.
Which one of your songs would you consider to be most vulnerable? Can you share a specific lyric that you've written that holds a deep personal meaning? And can you share the story behind it?
This question is really interesting to me because in country music, it's all about vulnerability and like you're writing a story from a very personal standpoint. I am the type of person that I'm very reserved when you first get to meet me, and it's not because I intend to do it on purpose. It's just it takes me a while to open up. And I think in terms of songwriting, it is taking me a bit longer to release like those really extremely vulnerable songs. Not saying that all my songs are not personal to me, but I think like opening up to like that deeper level is what's going to be like in the next record and like the following records after that. But in terms of the most vulnerable song that I've released out to the public, it would be Still Lose, and it's off of my last EP, Can't Help Myself, that came out in 2023, and it's actually an acoustic song because I think I really wanted it to just be about the lyrics because of how sad it was, and so many people asked me to put that out because I think it was the most personal and vulnerable song. And in terms of which lyrics are the most personal in that, I think it's it's a different kind of hurt. It's something new when you feel like you could do all that you could do and you still lose. And I think the reason why it resonates with me so much is because I am a perfectionist, and when I do things I like to succeed, and I think in that specific instance I was doing everything right and I was just still losing. Like the person was still like, yeah, you're just not good enough. And I think it was a really hard pill to swallow, and because it was a hard pill to swallow is like the reason why you got a very personal and vulnerable song out of it. So it's Still Lose.
Kendra, do you prefer writing songs solo or enjoy collaborating with other songwriters? Can you describe a collaborative experience that helped influence the direction of your music?
Oh, I 100% love collaborating with people in songwriting. I think that's one of, like, I will be completely honest, like songwriting is not one of my strong suits, and it's something like I'm definitely working on. So I love collaborating with other artists or other songwriters because they really just bring out like the best of me, and I like to work with people that are way better than me. And honestly, there's no one collaboration that influenced my direction in music. It was all of them, because with every interaction or every collab that I do, I learn something new, and I think, and then from there I take that and I move on to like the next one. And one in particular that stands out that there is one now. It is I was writing one of my songs with Andrew Parton and Melissa Hunt, and we were, I was very new to songwriting at that point, and I was really struggling on how can I contribute to this, like, so I'm not just like sitting there like, you're writing this for me and just not doing anything. So they helped me. They were like, think of it like an essay. At the beginning you're trying to say this, so give us some stuff that you think would fit in well here, and this is the chorus, like this is what we're trying to relate everything to, and then in verse 2 you do this. And that format actually really helped me a lot, because now when I go into writes with people that I don't know as well or I've just met, I use that format to help me contribute more, rather than just sit there and overthink like, will they like my idea or does it sound stupid? Because sometimes I'm the type of person, if I'm not sure how it's gonna land, I will tend to be quiet, and using that method has really helped me open up in the writing room a lot.
Is there an original song of yours or a cover perhaps that consistently evokes a strong reaction from the audience? And what do you think makes that song resonate so deeply with them? Would you perform that song for us today?
This is such an exciting question, and I do have some covers, but I'm gonna be selfish and say one of my original songs, and I think it's Red. And you know what? That makes me so happy that after I play that song, there have been so many people, like, that song is like 2 years old at this point, and still whenever I play it, people come up to me and they're like, I really liked Red. And I think the reason why it brings out such a big, crowd reaction. It's not because it's like this deep, like personal ballad and like emotional. I think it's because that song just really showcases my personality, like in the sense of like it's written from a very sarcastic place. Like it's funny, like that song honestly just wrote itself. Like we wrote it I think in under like 45 minutes or something, and it stemmed from a joke, and it has like catchy lyrics, and it's just funny. And yeah, I'm gonna go with red because it's about me. It's about my favorite color. I don't lie about that. Everything I have is red. And yeah, I'm gonna play that for you today. Alright, this is my song Red. I hope you like it. I hear what you're saying, that he's no good. To pay attention to his reputation like I know I should. I know it's a light-hearted, wicked game. One is defeated, the other one's to blame. But I can't help myself. He's got that Casanova James Dean straight out of a movie scene. Shot me that flirty wink, bought me that whiskey drink. A smooth player, John Mayer, red flag heartbreaker. Should have known to run for cover, but red's my favorite color. Should have known better, seen the warning signs, but rose-colored glasses made him shine. I knew it would happen, no one to blame. Tale as old as time, always ends the same. Still I can't help myself. He's got that Casanova James Dean straight out of a movie scene. Shot me that flirty wink, bought me that whiskey drink. A smooth player, John Mayer, red flag heartbreaker. Should have known to run for cover, but red's my favorite color. A heart as cold as yours. Should have known that I'd get burned. It's just like me to never learn. He's got that Casanova James Dean straight out of a movie scene. Shot me that flirty wink, bought me that whiskey drink. A smooth player, John Mayer, red flag heartbreaker. Should have known to run for cover. From that Casanova James Dean straight out of a movie scene. Shot me that flirty wink, bought me that whiskey drink. A smooth player, John Mayer, red flag heartbreaker. Should have known to run for cover, but red's my favorite color. Should have known to run for cover, but red's my favorite color.
Kendra, that was incredible. Thank you so much for taking part in this series. I wish you continued success as a country artist, and I'm honored to be able to showcase you and 5 other amazing female country artists at our next Glimpse live music showcase at the end of April.
This was such a fun interview. Thank you so much for having me. I hope all your viewers and listeners and watchers really like and resonate with what I said, or it inspires someone to become a songwriter or become an artist, because it's a lot of fun. And I'm so looking forward to the performance at the Rec Room. So if you are on the fence about coming, there are so many incredible songwriters and artists on this lineup, so it will be an incredible Sunday afternoon. Thank you so much for having me.
That's it for this segment of A Glimpse into the Heart of a Singer-Songwriter. A big thanks to our sponsors and supporters for their generosity. Support the music. Like, share, and subscribe for more incredible interviews coming soon.